My name is Ashe, and I am in the season of unreasonable reclamation. I've been talking about how resilience and reclamation are different and how they may complement each other, but there is a point of divergence. And so when I was walking in the airport a few weeks ago and I saw the O issue of the art of resilience, I knew this was the perfect time to talk about resilience and reclamation. Too many sisters are dying trying to be resilient. Too many sisters' bodies are contorted, distorted, stooped over, laid down, trying to be resilient. Too many of our sisters are living with high blood pressure, anxiety, nervous system completely shook, trying to be resilient. And the reason why is often what we call rest is simply contortion. It is the folding of our bodies into deadlines and tone rules so the system stays comfortable. When we talked about cultivating calm, that can be deceiving because that simply can be compliance dressed up as composure while we breathe through another action of microaggression while the setup and the system remain unchanged. And don't get me started about strength. That is simply us carrying it all so that others can continue on at their own pace. I know that we deserve more than this survival theater. And that is why I'm inviting you along my journey, along my season of reclamation. Now, don't get me wrong. I have often used the word resilient. I have found value in the word resilient. As a matter of fact, I called myself the Chief Resilient Officer. I redefined it, so it wasn't about bouncing back, but more so a way of moving forward. I also defined it through the lens of community and collectiveness as opposed to that single hero journey that we often like to celebrate. But even in redefining it, after working with so many Black women leaders, brown women leaders who are navigating this terrain, I knew and witnessed that resilience was just not enough. It's part of the story, but it's not the full story. It's the bridge, but reclamation brings us home. See, resilience talks about adapting, enduring, and withstanding the hardship. Reclamation says no. I reclaim my power, my identity, my humanity. I move beyond survival to actively reauthoring my life and the systems around me. Resilience says I can bounce back. Reclamation says I'm building forward and I will not return to what fractured me in the first place. Resilience says, take a deep breath and let's move to this other action of microaggression. Reclamation says no. We are going to reset it all. We are going to call out the structural harm so it has nowhere to hide, and then we're moving beyond this. Yes, resilience is sacred, but it can also normalize harm by asking us to endure it. Reclamation refuses to subsidize broken systems with our bodies, our spirit, and our breath. So yes, resilience is the bridge, but reclamation is coming home to self. So as we recognize that resilience brought us here, but reclamation is going to bring us home, let me ask you this. Yes. Where have you been celebrated for surviving systems, for surviving situations that depleted and exhaust you? Because here's my position. If you need my exhaustion to succeed, that's simply exploitation. So my question to you is, what situation, what system are you surviving through? Are you being celebrated while you're exhausted and depleted that you know you need to move beyond? I want to know, what system are you leaving today so that you are reclaiming your humanity, you're reclaiming your power, and you're reclaiming your body? No, I'm serious. I want to hear from you. So if you're watching this on YouTube, drop a comment below. If you're seeing this on LinkedIn, let me know. Either way, I want to hear from you today. Ashe, I'm moving out of this survival theater and into the smooth journey of reclamation. Let me know your comments below, and make sure you come back for part 2. Because part 2, we're going to talk about how resilience is that first step along the journey, but we're going to look at how we come home with reclamation, more specifically, unreasonable reclamation. I can't wait for you to join me next time. See you soon.